Well, hello guys. A very warm welcome to our another YouTube webinar. I welcome you behalf from Olymp Trade Financial Analyst team. My name is Akash Malhotra and I'll be your financial analyst for today's special webinar. You can see the compact view. This is an experimental feature that we are trying to implement to guide the client how effectively it is for all the clients to make trades or profitable trades in their live account via mobile version as well. That's why the compact view you can see this. There are a lot of things in the financial market. Basically, I'll be talking about specifically for today. At the same time, we will be taking some live trades in my trading account based on the different trading strategies that we will be able to see. Guys, unfortunately, I'm not able to see your live chats. Let me just refresh my screen and I will be able to see those chats here. Okay. Right. So, again, welcome to all of you. Unfortunately, Mr. Hemant would not be here and I'll be conducting webinar on his behalf. So, a lot of welcome from the financial analyst team. Let me go through your comments. If you have any question, dear guys, please let me know into the comment section that if you have any questions, I will be definitely there to help you out with all the queries which have been associated with the platform itself. Majorly, I deal with the questions which are regarding your trading. We will try to take some live trades for today as well, and we'll see how the trading strategy works specifically on the time duration that we have selected. I'm extremely happy to see you once again, specifically for this week. For today, specifically, there are a couple of major advantages that I'll be teaching you. But I would want you to prepare yourself, especially for the next week, because in the next week we have a lot of news lined up for us. I will teach you what are the major economic events which will be happening. So today's session is been basically subdivided into two parts. The first part would be we'll be discussing about the market analysis, and in the meantime we will also be taking some live trades in our trading account. So yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Let me go through your comments, guys. Welcome to all of you. So Mr. Sahib ji said hi, hello Mr. Sahib. Mr. Ravan Gaming said hi, hello Mr. Ravan. Show the Euro USD. Sure sir, I would love to show you Euro USD currency pair. Okay, so what are you specifically looking out for into the currency pairs, sir? Mr. Deva said hi. Hi Mr. Deva, welcome to another webinar. And that's an excellent thing that you can see into the price of Euro USD. Euro USD is basically climbing up. Might be due to one of the major economic news event. Unfortunately, I basically skipped it completely. Let me just see, do we have any major economic events lined up for us? So yeah, FOMC meeting boosting speak. Okay, that's why. So therefore, the price of USD must be decreasing, right? Let's just go ahead with around $100. This is just based on the statement. We'll be risking around 30% of our capital. Let's go ahead with 20% capital. How about moderate set of multiplier? Let me see when the stop loss will occur. Okay. Now the variation that in the Euro USD that you can see, it's because of the FOMC meeting has been taking place there. But unfortunately, from the statement, it's very difficult to understand about what major parts are the discussion has been going on. But anyways, we'll try to understand the market to the best possible extent from this scenario and try to maximize our profitability on that. So if you will see, the margin is very high. So even in there is a very slim chances for the profitability because the trade is actually started from the negative. And if you will see, once the candle process this line, then the profitability will be starting afterwards. Okay, let's begin our conversation, right? So please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be reading your comments, dear team. Please give us the full guidance about the forex trading. The best part about forex is like you can keep your trade as long as you want. Into the last session, I was streaming live, and I told majority of my client that there was a very good probability for the gold to rise. And if you'll see, guys, the gold rose by a tremendous margin. We were holding the position for at least 5 days, and after that, if you'll see, the market is keep on pushing itself into the upward direction. There was a very good probability for gold to rise, and it did. We were able to make like around 13% profit, since the amount on the stake was on the higher front. We invested around $4,000, and that's why we closed the trade around 13%, and that's it. We exit the market at that very specific price. Not only on the CPI, if you have seen in the last week, specifically on 13, the consumer price index data was released. So we not only made the profitable trade in forex, but also in fixed time trade. I invested like around $2,100, ended up making like around $1,900 in FTT trades for 7 hours. I wish I can show you. I hope if it permits me to show you. Not here. Yeah, here is the gold trade, dear guys. On 16th of February, I did execute the trade. I thought that the market will move into the upward direction, and it did. I ended up making around $1,778 in profit. So yeah, it worked out miraculously well for us. Guys, if you have any questions, first of all, tell me how is your complete week going on, and like which is your one of the like the best trading asset so far that you have seen on Olymp Trade. Which specific asset has given you the highest probability of profit in them? Like, is it the Asia composite, is it the composite index, or the currency pairs that you are basically taking trades? Let me know about that. Okay, so Mr. Sapper said, please give us the full guidance about forex trading. Yeah, in forex, sir, yeah, if you need a specific assistance regarding forex, you can click on this help option. Right, you can see there is an education window. So the very first thing that you want to learn about forex is multiplier or the leverage. Right, if you select multiplier, type in the search window multiplier, and you will see all the information regarding it. How in the forex you can make a profit, what are the different types of multiplier or the leverage which are available in forex. You know, I basically prefer taking trades with the higher volume, specifically in forex, because if we go ahead and trade on a fixed time trade mode, what happens at that very moment when once you take a trade with the higher volume, so the risk become increasingly high, and there is a probability whether the trade would be like either profitable or non-profitable. But that is exactly the opposite situations with the forex. In forex, you can hold your position as long as you want, till the market starts giving you the profitability, and once it has given, you can close the trade and exit the margin. And so it also goes with the closing of the trade as well. Okay, I hope I have clarified your question, sir. Mr. Nextmo said, speak in Hindi. Sir, unfortunately today's webinar is basically conducted in English language. It is for all the global audience of us. In case you are looking out for the webinar specifically in your native language, which is Hindi, you can go ahead on YouTube and search Olymp Trade India. You can find all the information available there, and a lot of my colleagues and I as well do take streams in that specific channel, and you can get to know about that. Hi, sir, you take today trade? Yeah, I'll be taking some good trades for today, Mr. Sheikh. Next, I have lost around 70,000 euro USD this month. Sir, what is your basic trading idea? I wanted to know about this. Like, I know you will be executing some good amount of trade. Since you told me like you have a considerable non-profitability in that, so like what duration are you taking trades in? This is the first question. And the second one is like, is it in the fixed time mode or forex mode? Try to diversify your trading approach. We never stick to only one specific asset, right? We always try to change in whichever asset. Like, never consider any specific asset as your favorite, because the probably our objective is to maximize our profit, not sticking to any specific asset at that moment. So please let me know, sir, what are your trading ways. So Mr. Yazan said crash STM 300. So yeah, I'll tell you one of the easiest way to make money on crash STM. Thank you very much for asking this question. So if you check crash index STM 300, right? So the very first thing that you will see, this asset seems to be very volatile in its nature, and therefore it's very difficult to predict the state of market using this. So what you need to do, the very first thing that you have to observe, you need to switch the graph to 1 minute's duration, right? And Now once you switch the graph to 1 minute duration, there are particular situations on which you can take a trade. I'll give you a little hint about how to take successful trade on crash HTM, because this is one of my favorite asset, and I use a scalping in this process. Scalping means I stay in the market for a very short period of time, I make the profit and leave the market. That's what I do specifically in this. Because if you are thinking about holding your position on crash HTM, no, it will certainly not gonna work. Mr. Yazan, unfortunately, right now there is no good entry points for us. So if you will see the history of this asset, majority of the asset falls down from 1 to 5 candles, right? So see, there are 6 candles, 3 candles, 5 candles, 2 candles. So between 1 to 5 candles was the maximum asset tumble down on. So our objective is to, whenever we are taking trades in specifically in these assets, zoom out and try to find out in which direction the trend is going. Now from the analysis or the things that we can see into the screen, yes, is a very strong downtrend happening right now. Now taking a trade in this very strong trend would be considered as a risky, right? So wait for very first 5 candles to surpass, and once the very first 5 candles has been formed, then we will take a trade. We will wait for the market for couple of candles only, and then we will exit the trade. Now in theoretically it looks maybe easy, right? Let me show you in the practical form. Let's wait for the market to form couple of more candles. That means after 5 candles we will be taking a trade on this. Sir, how there's profit is 92%? I didn't get your question, Mr. Frozer. Hello, happy evening to everyone. Hoping to reminded about the risk management. Sometimes I tend to forget and I cooked like yesterday. Yeah, Mr. Gidon, you're completely right. Risk management is one of the important thing. Like even if you're a beginner trader and you do not know how to manage your funds, that would be a way riskier for you in any specific thing that you are looking out for. Risk to reward ratio is basically what we are inclined on learning about, right? So basically whenever you are taking a trade, understand this. So there are considerable risk involved in it. And the second important thing is, okay, let me just draw a trend line. There is a possibility for a downtrend happening. Okay, so why did we took a trade into the downward direction? Because we found a trend line, and then we found it was struggling after a bit, and after this red candle there is another big red candle happen, and that's why we took the trade into the same direction for the downward direction. Anyways, I'll be teaching you for today some live trading techniques. I'll be taking some good amount of trade into my live account, so stay up with me and let's try to work out with the strategy that you are familiar with. So let me know into the comment section, guys, how many of you are a starter status client, advanced status client, or expert status client. Now type into the comment section as a plus if you are just an expert status client. Because for expert status client, the trading strategy has already been crafted, right? But for advanced status and starter status client, the strategy won't be available to you. Do not worry at all. I'll teach you how to craft this trading strategy using indicators and oscillator formation, right? So just stay ahead with me, and I'll teach you how to craft this trading strategy. Let me know into the comment section how many of you guys are starter status and advanced status. For a starter and advanced status client, you can put, for starter status and advanced status, you can put negative symbol in it. That means you do not have the status of expert status. And for the expert status client, into the comment section, write down a plus symbol so that I can know that you do have an expert status. Some index are fake, I think. Sir, absolutely not. Index, why the index have been made? Okay, our trades is profitable, nice. So index have been basically crafted to look into the complete market analysis. So Asia Composite Index is been crafted by a hefty, we can say that, indices. It include Hang Seng, Nikkei 225. Nikkei 225 actually consisting of 225 assets. And another one is Hang Seng. Hang Seng Index is again more than, like, I believe 100 assets. So these assets comes together and show us the strength of the market specifically into the Asian region. That's why the name is been given as Asia Composite Index. right? So, and every trade, like if you want to check the and confirm your trade, if you will see, go to view quote history. Here, every single second quote history has been given, and these quotes have been specifically confirmed by our regulator. You can confirm it. Every single second execution and the price has been given here. So there is a complete transparency which I believe Olymp Trade has already been providing. Like since we are working from 2014, and I believe this is the best thing which Olymp Trade has given, and access to the quote history to check the quote at that very specific level where it was, and whether my trade was profitable at that very moment or not. Mr. Official Sahil said hello, hello, Sahilji. Mr. Rahul said currency pairs. So what do you know about currency pairs, sir? Mr. Amit said hello, hello, Mr. Amit. Mr. Kush said let's go to crash. Sure, sure, sure. Let's go to crash. I haven't checked it. Thank you for reminding me about that. Whether the candle has been formed 5 to 6 candles or not. Oh, we are little late to open up a trade. As I told you, after 5 candles, we will be taking a trade on this one. This is a little riskier trade, but although it's a very small amount, so yeah, even if the trade is non-profitable, we will definitely recover it. So why I'm telling you about the crash index is, now the beauty of crash index is majority of the candles usually falls from 1 to 5 candles. Now your objective should be the trend must be in upward direction, the very first confirmation, and the second confirmation that you will get would be at least you will place a trade after 5 candles happens, right? That which means it will increase your probability of profit at that very moment. Let's see, our trade has already begun started to giving us the profit, right? But do not hold position on these assets, right? Once you made a sufficient amount of profit, around 10 to 15% of profit, you close the trade then and there, right? Once you close the trade, this is what the method we call it as a scalping method. Scalping method means you stay in the market for a very shorter duration of time. For our scenario specifically, we were into the market, I believe, for a minute, just for a minute. Can you see this? 1846.38 and here 1847.33. Just in a minute, we were able to make like around 10% profit. So this is the scalping approach that we are basically applying it in here. Now, even though you see we took the trade in Forex specifically into the upward direction because of the major economic news event, the market tend to follow an upward trend, but the trade still hasn't been profitable yet. The reason behind it is that is the commission, because during the major economic event, the spread would be on the higher side. Now, if the spread is on the higher side, that means there will be a considerable commission, and once this specific margin has been breached, then our profitability will start. Because if you tend to take a trade in the major economic news event, so in that specific time, the leverage would be on the higher side, and yeah, the commission would be on the higher side. Mr. Mose said Hindi boliye. Sir, unfortunately, even though I do understand Hindi perfectly and I do can speak Hindi perfectly, but unfortunately, a lot of clients of mine, like on specific this basically consultation has been held into the Olymp Trade global channel, and that's why all the conversation will be held in this channel would be completely in English. But just in case if you're looking out for a Hindi channel, go out on YouTube and search Olymp Trade India. That is the channel that you have to look out for, and once you go ahead with that, you will be able to see it, guys. And I'm very overwhelmed by your comment. Thank you very much. I have seen a lot of comments. Let me go through your comments, and then we will be switching to the live trading part. Okay, and in between the conversation, if you find good trading opportunities, I will be taking a considerable risk on that. So what happened to the last trade that we have taken? I haven't checked that out. So our last trade which we have taken on the Asia Composite Index tends to be profitable. We took the trade because it was a downtrend continuously, and here there was a red candle formation which was a confirmation that the downtrend can continue to happen, and that's why we took the trade. I will be also taking some live trades using the trading strategy as well. Okay. Mr. Respect said, whose channel is best for learn trading? So first of all, you have to gather a lot of data how the trading process basically works, right? So you can go ahead on Investopedia, go on to this site. First learn the candlestick formation, The second thing you will learn about would be the price action, right? They do have a search window available there, and all the articles are available just like Wikipedia. Love you, sir. Insta, tell me. I love you too, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not an active user of Instagram. I'm very sorry to say. Mr. Rahul Patil said negative. Okay, so that from that I can get a confirmation that guys, some of the clients do have an expert status, but some of those of you are also not having. Let me again gather some data. Guys, let me know into the comment section how many of you do have an expert status. They can put a plus symbol in there. And if the clients are having starter or advanced status, you can put a minus symbol so that I can get to know about that. Mr. Khush said, please show us the crash. Sir, I already closed a trade on the crash index, if you can see, right? And if you want to check the crash, you can check it now. See, the best way of the trade that we have did was we basically took the trade for a minute. We were there for a minute, right? After 5 candles formation, you can take the trade. You can stay in the market for 1 or 2 candles. In 2 candles, I'm absolutely sure that you will be able to make around 20% profit. Once you make the profit, you leave the market. Mr. Kush, I hope you get my answer, sir. All right. Okay, let me just go to your comments once again. I'm very overwhelmed by your comments. Thank you very much for being into the comment section and be very live in it. Okay, Mr. Virus said, reply me. Sir, I didn't get your question, sir. Please give me best strategy. No trading strategy can be 100% accurate, Mr. Veru. So what you need to do, you need to craft your strategy and try to understand, because market doesn't behave similarly all the time. So you need to change your trading approach every time when you take a trade. May it be like anything in particular, but be very careful while taking trades. Okay, so let's draw another trend line. And for today, okay, so I'll be teaching you one of the simplest trading strategy, and we will be using this trend analysis along with this. Let's wait for the candle to breach these specific lines. If it does, we will take an up trade, and if it didn't, we will take a down trade accordingly if it bounces down from this price level. Okay, let me just complete your comments, guys, because I wanted to teach you about a very simple trading strategy for today. And yeah. Mr. Gaming said, I have loss of 2 lakhs 30. I'm very sorry for your loss. Please let me know, sir, what is your trading way? Like, how do you basically trade? Because like our objective is to make profit, right? But if it is this way that you are taking trades, unfortunately nothing will gonna change. If you'll see my trading way analysis, what I usually do, I watch the graph for a minute, and then I take a trade for 2 to 3 candles. That means if I'm watching the graph for a minute, my trading time would be 2 to 3 minutes, which you can see, which is very evident from my trading history. And even you can say that not all my trades were profitable. So what I did, if you'll see, there are 1, 2, 3 trades which were consecutively negative, 10, 10, 40, which total sums for the around $60. What I did, I used a risk-free trade of around $80, and the trade was profitable. Then there was another signal which I found it here in the Euro Composite Index, and then I recovered all my losses. So this is the way that we usually take profit in the financial market. You follow martingale approach up to 4 parts, right? Not more than that. I did reply to your comment, Mr. Veru. Mr. Naresh said, Jai Shri Ram, sir. Bismit Singh, sir, fixed time best hai ya forex? Sir, like if you are looking out for fixed time trade mode, 1 to 5% of the capital, go ahead on fixed time trade, because in fixed time trade mode you can always take a trade with the smaller amount. But once you are thinking about the bigger amount, I would certainly suggest you to go ahead on forex, because in forex you can close your trade anytime if you want to, if the losses are unbearable at that very moment. Ram Prakash ji said, hi, good morning. So it's good evening, I believe. Mr. Gagan ji, okay, so I'm very happy to see you into the comment section, Mr. Gagan. Mr. Akash ji said plus symbol, that means you do hold an expert status. Mr. Manji said negative. Okay. How deposit money, sir? So there is a very easy way to deposit, guys. You can click in here, right? You can see the deposit window. Once you click on the deposit window, there will be a payment methods available, which is UPI, bank card, anything in particular. You can select that and deposit your money and then take trades accordingly. Okay, I hope I answered your question, Mr. Singh. Okay. So since I have completed all your comments, let's do some live trading, guys. So as indicated, we will be taking some live trades using a very simple trading strategy. Now the name of the strategy is triple rebound. Now in order to apply this trading strategy, it's a very easy approach that you can apply it in here. You can go ahead on this A symbol, which is a technical analysis symbol. As soon as you click on this technical analysis symbol, go ahead on to the strategy section, scroll it down and into the experts tab, or with the three arrows you can see this triple rebound strategy. Now in case if you do not have access to this trading strategy, it's completely fine. You click on triple rebound, enable strategy, and the strategy will be applied automatically. But now here it is very difficult to check. It's very difficult indeed to check which RSI value are indicated by out of these three, which one. So you can go ahead and select this one. So for all those clients who do not have an expert status, you can take the screenshot of this. So RSI 7, you select RSI 7, you change the color, right? You can change the color to, I believe, let's go ahead with yellow. So RSI 7 is been indicated by the yellow color. Okay, we will make a little thick line. So RSI 7. RSI 14 will change it to, I believe, let's go ahead with the red color. We will make it again a little thicker one, just for our understanding. So see, the yellow line indication is RSI 7, the red line indication is RSI 14, and the purple line indication is RSI 21. So everything is based on the 7 table. 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21. So these three RSIs we are checking. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's select different assets and then we will try to exit. Okay, it's very close to this price level, right? Let's see, do we have any confirmation here from it or not? Unfortunately, my system is being very choppy right now. I'm not able to check your comments, guys. Give me a moment. Let me see what's going on wrong right now. Okay, so what we are waiting for now, if you wish to take a trade with the trend now, so understand this, if this candle breaks above this line and after that specific candle, if it is a green candle, then only we will take an up trade, and if not, we will not take a trade in it at all. Okay, a red candle formation occurring in here. Just a second. Okay, my graph became blank right now. Let me refresh the screen once again. Guys, give me a moment. I'm not able to see your comments. I'm refreshing my screen for a bit. Just a second. Just give me a moment, guys. Okay, finally it's there. Okay, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Unfortunately, due to technical reason, my screen was stuck at that very price level. I wasn't able to hear, read your comments at all. Okay, we have some new comments. Olymp Trade is not available in Play Store. That's really unfortunate. Probably you can, might be for the technical reason it is there. wait for some time, might be due to the technical reason, because for me I can easily check it. Mr. Reddick said, "भाई मैं रोज 20,000 कमाता हूँ." Sir, congratulations for making this amount of money. I'm very happy. See, my objective is to always teach clients how to make money in the financial market. If I'm going to know that you guys are making good amount of profit, like who doesn't love profit? I love that you are making a good amount of profit in trading. So now in trend line, there is a small red candle formation, even though the doji candle formation is occurring. So this is not a very good way to take a trade. So what we are waiting for, a green candle, and after this candle, if there is a big green candle happens to be into the upward direction, then only we will open up a trade. Else we don't, because the market is sideways right now. So sideways market doesn't work that effectively well at times. Sir, please tell me what's the means of RSI. Okay, RSI is the relative strength index, Mr. Mask Blogger. Relative strength index, that means these RSIs, this RSI 7 basically checks the quotes of last 7 candles, and if based on last 7 candles the strength is increasing or decreasing, you can easily able to predict that nature. So let's confirm this confirmation, right? If you'll see any asset reaches to the maximum price level, if it breaks the candle, or if you can see this RSI value, if it is breaking from top to bottom, that means from the last 7 candles, the strength of candle has been decreasing. That means there is a good probability for market to follow a downtrend, right? So in this trading strategy, if we have 2 signals, rather than using 1 signal, if we have 2 signals, that's an excellent trade that you can see, guys. 3 out of 2 signals is that's all we want from the RSI. If we have 3 out of 2 signals, we will definitely can take a trade in it and maximize our probability of profit on that, guys. So yeah, let's look at for some live trade. Let's do some live trade, guys. If you happen to found some good signals, okay, 1 2 3 confirmation, there was a good market, but we lost the trend. It was in the halfway candle. If you were able to catch the candle, that could have been a good signal. You see, the first confirmation was given by this RSI 1, RSI 2, and partly by RSI 3. But we need at least 2 confirmation from the 2 RSIs only right now. So if we were able to catch the candle in between, that would have been an excellent trade. But we are investing a very small amount of amount into the trade, and we'll see how the market reacts on these data, guys. Okay, let's confirm few more signals. Please tell me, guys, how many of you did find a signals. Can you see this? This is an excellent trade. So here 1 RSI entered, 2nd RSI entered, and 3rd RSI is basically touching the base point here. Okay, this could have been an excellent trade for an uptrade, but unfortunately it didn't went the way that we anticipate from the market to be. Usually, okay, we have 1 confirmation, but the 2nd RSI is not that close to 70% line. So this would be a very good trade for our analysis. And the market is again sticking to this existing position right now. So we cannot be very certain about in which direction the market will go. We are waiting for a big candle. Either it would be a green candle or red candle to break this momentum. Okay, let's confirm few signals. A complete upper trend happening. 1 confirmation, 2 confirmation, and we will see whether the market is moving right now. So let's consider the hypothesis of this. Let's try to draw a trend line. Is it there? Yet? Okay. We are waiting for the next candle to happen. If the very next candle happens to be red, then only we will take a trade on that. Let's look into our last trade. For the composite index went into the positive direction. Although you see, if we have selected the 1 minute duration, the trade could have been negative. But by selecting 2 minutes duration, the trade was profitable. So that is what we call it as. We have to give some time for the market to settle down at that price level. And once we did, then only we will execute the trade accordingly. Again, a sideways trend going on, no signal in here. Okay, can you see this trend line is barely touching this line? Let me just switch to a very small amount because I'm not very sure about this, because not a big candle formation happening in here, and even though a doji candle formation happening. Let's go ahead and take a trade into the downward direction. One and partial confirmation from these, but we were not very confident about the trade because there was not a lot of momentum we have seen, but we switched to the small amount. Even if the trade is negative, that won't be harming us with the big margin. I'm waiting for an excellent opportunity. So we barely have a signal here, one confirmation and barely two confirmations, right? But we need actually re-entry, whether it would be from bottom to top or top to bottom. That's how we would be taking a trade on that. Do we have a signal in here? No signal here. Guys, please tell me in which direction you want me to take a trade and where are we finding some good signals on. Let me go through your comments once again. मिस्टर श्याम प्राणी का सर आज मीटिंग हुई थी? जी सर, आज हमारी मीटिंग हुई थी. यस मिस्टर श्याम जी, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका स्ट्रीम में सर. मिस्टर साइलेंट कवि सेड आवाज़ मैं समझा नहीं सर, आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं? मिस्टर रविशंकर जी सेड सर प्लीज़ हिंदी में बोलिए. सर आई वुड लव टू स्पीक इन Hindi, but unfortunately the stream has been taking on the Olymp Trade global channel, in which a lot of traders of mine are English speaking audience, right? In case you are specifically looking out for Hindi channel, go ahead and search Olymp Trade India, and there I also do some live trading there, so you can find me out there. Mr. Harsha said place high amount. I would love to, but remember this: taking trades in FTT with the higher volume can create a considerable losses. Taking always a trade of 1 to 5% amount, that would be way enough and like way sufficient for you, because sometimes we also get emotionally driven, right? So this basically keeps us checked when we are doing it. So what about the last trade that we have taken? It was a non-profitable. See, that is why we took the trade with the very small amount, because we were not very confident with that approach yet. We'll see whether this candle is able to breach this level or not. This trade was taken on the trend analysis. Let's try to find some good signals. We unfortunately are not able to see the very good signals here. These three lines are very close to 70%. Neither of them either breaking or coming back to this price level. Nobody is re-entering from the 70% line from top to bottom, or crossing 30% line from bottom to top. So there is no good signals in fact right now. Let's just try to change asset. Okay, can we do a trend line here? Guys, give me an advice. Can we do a trend line? Yes, we did. Let's go around downtrend. Catching up the signal at this very price level could have been a very good idea, but nevertheless, let's try to find some more signals in here. Okay, let me go through your comments once again. Mr. Sound said, sir, your voice is dead slow. Please solve this issue. Is it coming right now? Guys, please let me know whether my voice is audible or not. If it is, or might be a technical reason, I'm working on it. And not many clients suggested that the voice has been like very slow or something. You see, we can draw a trend line here, right? Can we? This line should be broken and the next candle formation should be red. Then only in that situation we could have been taking a trade on that. Astro Index buy. One of the client commented, please buy on Astro Index. Let's look at the Astro Index price right now. Do we have a signal on this one? We did sell it, sir, because it broke the specific lines and then we took the trade into the downward direction. Let's find some more signals here. Um, okay, let me go through your comments. There are a lot of. I'm basically overwhelmed by your comments. Thank you very much, sir. I want to start with you. Please help me. In case, guys, if you are willing to learn from the financial analyst team, you can book your sessions. You need to have an advanced or expert status, at least advanced or expert status in together. To have a live consultation with us. In order to do that, you can go, if you have an advanced or expert status, go out on the help section, go out on to the support option, forward your request via chat to our financial analyst team that you want to have an independent session with us. Our considered team will be in contact with you, and your session will be created accordingly. And you can join a lot of sessions with our colleagues as well. Okay, let's find some good signals. Okay, this one has broken this level. Nice. We are still little late. I have one risk-free trades available. You see, when we are using the trend analysis, here we will be waiting for the asset to break this specific price level. We are already late by a couple of minutes. Even if we in this situation were able to catch the signal on the earlier time, that could have been a way better for us. But anyways, the market always tends to be work in a way that it needs to be. So there is nothing one can do about it. Let's try to change some asset, try to gain some profitability. Guys, I hope you are enjoying today's webinar. Mr. College said, can you use only Hindi? Sir, unfortunately not. Uh, because our session is basically into the Olymp Trade Global channel, and here the conversation has been basically held into the English language only. Your voice is not audible. I hope, guys, I'm audible to you. Right. I did reconnected my earpiece right now. Am I audible? Again, for those guys who basically want a session, the live session into the Hindi language, we have posted a comment, and here you can basically reach out to our Indian channel. You click on the link and you will be automatically redirected to it. आपका लाइव पीछे चल रहा है. Yes, sir. Unfortunately, when I do stream, this is a problem with the streaming on YouTube. So whenever you stream on YouTube, it has been delayed by considerable 30 to 60 seconds. And that is one of the reason, guys. So if you are copying my trades, please do not copy my trade at all. Because the information which I am showing it to you right now, it's been completely delayed. And if that happens, the unfortunate situation or the loss, non-profitability can happen. So please be careful about it. Let's look into our trades which we have taken. I think, okay. So there was $2 which we thought wasn't good enough trade for us, and then after the started market moving into the upward direction, there was another trade which we have taken for Astro Index. Okay, so can you see this? The trade went into the negative direction at the very last second. See, in the very last second. Now the problem with this trade was we took the trade very late. If we were able to catch it up probably a second or couple of seconds earlier, that would have been a profitable trade. But nevertheless, we recovered the amount. If you see for the Euro Composite Index, we were waiting for this line to breach, and once it did, we took the trade according to the trend, and finally the trade is profitable. Now guys, if you are facing considerable losses, try changing your expiration time. Watch the graph for 5 minutes duration and then change your trading time. You can select the time from any time between 8 to 15 minutes, and you will expect the same result. So we have to give some time for the asset to settle down. Now if you are taking trades specifically in index, be very careful. We always tends to work on support and resistance. Always remember this. Trends like on these assets, it works according to the trends, support and resistance. Do not go against the trend. This is my humble request to you. If you are using any specific strategy of your choice, be very careful that you are following the trend, right? See, the candle was red here. If the next candle formation would have been red, I would have taken a down trade here. But there is no absolute signal right now, so we will not take a trade here. Support and all the index, commodity composite, Euro composite, all the index works on support and resistance level. So be very careful when you are taking a trade. Where you should always see whether it is. Can you see this? It touched this level, bounce back, touch this level, bounce back, touch this level, bounce back. So here we could use everything for our advantage. So whenever you are taking a trade on index, be very careful about that. How okay, so Mr. Rahul said how to check if I have an advanced status. It's very easy, sir. You click on this profile option. Once you did, can you see there is an expert option written here? So rather than expert, you will see an advanced status. Correct? This is the way that you will be able to check. And for expert level, there are different levels, right? On all different levels, there are a lot of perks associated with it. $50 three risk free trade. Here you can see around how many? Around $120 risk free trade. So on there are a lot of benefits for expert status. I would urge you to reach to the expert status because it comes with a lot of positive impact. Your withdrawals are faster, and then you also receive 93% rate of return, a faster resolution of your queries. A lot of escalation has been there, so a lot of priority has been given to the expert status client. I hope I answered your question, Mr. Patil. Mr. Kush said, yes, you are audible. Thank you very much for the confirmation, sir. All time trader said, thank you. You're welcome, sir. Mr. Vosk Logger said, yes. Okay, thank you. How much time it needs to become a good trader? Sir, nobody is a perfect trader, neither am I. It took me 16 years to learn trading, and I'm still learning about it. So your main objective in trading specifically is to focus on the learning part, right? So what you will do into the learning process, if you want to dwell into the learning process, go into Investopedia and start reading article. The very first thing that you will do if you are a starter status client or like you do not have any experience in trading, first of all you need to learn about the candlestick formation. This is a mandatory term. Learn about candlestick formation. Second thing you will learn about into the Investopedia, into the search section, type. You have to type in there, and specifically you will type in there would be price action, the second search that you have to do. And after that there would be a third search that you will be doing, which is okay, let me use another risk free trade because I have some considerable risk free trade, and we'll see whether we'll be able to take a trade on that. uh, Probably a minute earlier trade could have been better, but anyways, I want to learn from you. Sure, sir, you can join our financial analyst team and get to know about trading, sir. Mr. TG said it is it trusted app? It is trusted. So a lot of clients of mine are from other different regions, may it be India or you can say some of them are from the foreign countries, and they have been using this trading platform for a very long time. Some of the clients are making like around a lakh rupee in INR, around $1,300. There is this one specific client of mine who is making like around $2,000 to $3,000 each and every week. I'm so sorry. So yeah, you can make a lot of money in the financial market. So the objective is to first of all make sure that you learn about trading first. And once you have an enough idea about how trading works, then you will switch to the live part, and then you will just start taking trade. Right. How to trade on BTC now? Unfortunately, on BTC, if you will see, the rate of return has been like very small. If you have a rate of return which is less than 10% or like less than 70%, I would definitely refrain you from taking trades on that. Okay. So that probably would be it, but we'll see about that. Let's look into some live trades. How many trades we have taken so far? Okay, can you see this? The support level it has taken, this support level, and it started plumbing itself into the downward direction. So suddenly the market moved into the opposite direction. That too can happen. Fortunately, we did use the risk-free trade on that. So even if the trade is non-profitable, that will be bringing no harm to us. But yeah, the trade is negative. Yes, you are correct, sir. The trade were negative because the market basically changed its course of direction. Anyways, no trading strategy can be 100% accurate, guys. So our objective is to get an accuracy for at least 55 to 60%. That's all you need. If you have an accuracy of like around 60%, there is nobody will be stopping you from making profitable trades. Mr. Chandrasekhar Kumar, trade लीजिए. Okay, sure, sir. बताइए, Mr. Kumar, where should I take a trade? And then I'll be taking a trade. Let's look into some signals, and the last trade we will take it for today, and then I'll sign up from today's session. Whether we were profitable in this week while taking trades, so I think we are. How much amount of trade? How many trades did we took? I think we started with like around $2 or something. One, two, three. So 3 or 4 trades were profitable. One, two, and 3 trades were negative. So we always have basically made profit since we are on $46. So we are into the profitable state right now. See, do not rush into the profitable state, guys. If you find a signal, then only you will take a trade. If you don't, there is no need, absolutely no need to take a trade, because signals basically increase your probability of profit, guys. Do we have a signal in here? We will be buying or selling the asset from overbought to oversold here. This has been basically crossed this overbought price margin. We are waiting for this price to correct right now. But even though in these circumstances we can find a trend line, shall we? Okay, let me remove this trend line right now and draw another trend line. We need to confirm the signals from here as well. Is it breaking the line? Let's wait for the next candle to appear, and from that we will get a confirmation about it. Do we have any support or resistance nearby? There is a level of support, and that's why it needs to break this specific level. Yep, it's going. Let's take a trade into the downward direction. All right. So I basically loved taking some live trades with you guys. Thank you very much for being with me for today's webinar. I hope you learned something new. I'll be coming up into the next week. Yeah, be prepared for the next week, because with next week there will be a lot of financial market news. I'll teach you how to work up with the major financial analysis news in particular. And I will try to discuss one of the major trading ideas that will be arising in there, guys. Thank you very much for being with me, specifically for today. I'm very happy and thrilled to see you guys. I'd love to see you into the next session. And into the next session, I'll be coming with more live tradings and some of the major market economic news event. I will also teach you how to work up with the fundamental analysis, because I love fundamental. I love taking trades on fundamental analysis. This is one of the best ways that I usually do. I usually come live on Tuesday and Friday. On on Tuesday, I basically take a trade like around from 7 to 8, and on Friday you can watch me around 6:30 to 7:30. These are according to the Indian Standard Time. Thank you very much, guys, for being with me for today's webinar. I absolutely love it, and I absolutely cherish this moment. I'll be seeing you into the next session. Thank you very much for being with me, and I'll see you into the next week.